community, residential, and commercial. Community space is the school. It could be 100% community space. It could be partly, you could have a small commercial and you could have residentials on the site. You could do other things, but as of right, that's what it's zoned for. If you want to build anything else there, you have to go before the community board, the borough president's office, and the mayor's office to get approval. It's called the ULO process. So we did the whole science of what it takes to build on the site. I got an architecture firm to work with us. Halter Brown, the developer, worked with us. And we did what is called a pro forma. We came up with a concept design. We want to have a newer law school on the site. Brand new, state-of-the-art, sustainable, green infrastructure for us. More space than what we have now. We want to maintain our existing building where the father stood and brought us knowledge and taught us supreme mathematics, and that will stay there for the next 100 years to teach the next generations coming behind us. But around it, we're going to build a large auditorium space like this, but not like this with fixed seating. It'll be multi-purpose, multi-use, where the seats go into the walls. You can do catering. You can have different types of functions. We'll have a second floor with all classrooms, different types of arts. You can study culinary arts. You can study computer science. So, and then what we have to do, this is what we want for ourselves. How much does the site have to generate in order to build that? In order for us to have that for free, how much else do we have to build? We did a concept design on this, and we had a commercial space down on the ground floor, and above it, residences. That's what it's zoned for. And it determined that with the commercial space and the residences, it was enough to pay for the whole project. This study was done 10 years ago, 2013, when we went through this exercise. But it just proves that the form works. And that's what development is about. Development means is what is the revenue you could generate from what you're building, paying for the cost of construction. And if what you're building can generate the revenue to pay for what the construction cost is, your pro forma works, and you can go to the banks for financing, you can get site control from the city, and we had a meeting with the mayor's office, as you all know, like a year ago, it was November last year, and we presented this idea to them. We told them, the guards have this site, went through the whole history, Mayor Lindsay, the father, the year we got the site, what we proposed to do, they said we would be happy to support your idea as long as we meet the needs of the community. And of course what we're going to build is to meet the needs of the community because it's going to be focused on school. But why do you have the site just to maintain the school? It's going to be focused on jobs. It's going to be focused on job training. It's going to be focused on educating in new clean technologies. So we have a great opportunity to do that, and that's what our proposal is. Oh, and just today's degree, being knowledge God, right now, we're on 2122 7th Avenue, we have a one-story building. We can take that knowledge to God. We can take that one-story building up to a 7-story building as of right. However, I'm not even advocating 7-story buildings because we may have to build more in order to get into the performance of work. So we shouldn't limit ourselves on what our vision is. We've retained an architect, or we're in the process of retaining an architect that's going to work with us. We're going to bring the architect and the developer here before the nation. You all can meet them, ask questions. But they're going to work with us, and we're going to use our intelligence and come up with the best ideas for our site. That what vision do we have that we can project to the city and the world of what God is being supreme. How does that look in a physical building that meets all the needs we have for our youth? That's what I'm trying to do. That's what we're going to work on. Now, the last thing, and I apologize to the True Law University of the nonsense. Because there's a lot of people who are saying lies and innuendos, and just as Solomon said, trying to destroy people's character because they don't like the idea, and they can't attack the idea, so they try to divide and conquer. They start telling lies amongst righteous people, talking to righteous people, confusion, fight and kill each other. We know the whole playbook. So this is the words that we heard. That Beloved was involved in the building next door, and money was gotten from the building next door, and people took money, or I don't even know what the story is. Maybe whoever's heard this can come up and say exactly what they're being told. But let me tell you what actually happened. 2007, they were building that site next to the law school. And it was a developer, Ross Jacobs, and I forgot the name of the development firm. It'll come back. But he had a partner, a local developer, Stephen Williams, who was a brother. He was a black developer, Dixon Homes. He knew that I was in the industry working for an engineering firm. They needed to use a piece of our land in order to build their structural foundation. So they reached out to me and said, could they have a meeting with the guards to ask if they could use some of our site? So I grabbed a couple of guards, I grabbed the lobby, and I grabbed Lexi Shandon. And the three of us went to meet with them up in the Harlem State Office building. And they told us what the interest was. That they're building this building next to our site, and could they use a piece of our land while they were doing their construction activities to build that building. So we went back to the school, and the guards at the school had a committee, and they met every Saturday. We presented it to them. We came up with a number, how much we felt for them to use our site for, I think it was, we got the exact number of weeks, but so many weeks. They came up with a number, I believe the number was $37,000, that they would have to pay us to use the site. They wrote a check to the Alon Youth Center in Mecca, and the guards on that committee, I don't know if it was a lobby, it was Umar, he said, listen, the phone and both of them returned. But the other guards, it was Virtuous, it was Going Black, it was Understanding, it was the Twins, Isaac and Aldermine, and they were the ones that were on the committee that got the funds.
Shut up,
and
man.
then each week or each month, they would have a certain activity of what are we going to spend the funds on. And these guards, the two little guards in here today, that not one penny of that money got misrepresented. And so, you know, to the nation, I thought we have to go through this, but the guards wanted me to speak about that and just clear that up. So that's the bill. Right now, we have, we're building the infrastructure in order to do the project. I know George is going to build in a little while about the finance committee. We got some of the great financial minds in the nation. Earth Chakisha, Dupree, and Abayi, who's in the South, the three of them that formed a financial committee. We're getting assistance for the board of directors of the Alon Youth Center in Mecca. I'm Majestic out of Pittsburgh, who's the chief of staff, or who was the chief of staff to the mayor of Pittsburgh. He's agreed to join the board and help One Justice and Born Black and the Los Savior start bolstering the skill set of the board in order to handle some of the things we have coming up. So I just wanted to manifest that, and you're going to see this in the upcoming weeks and months, and just wanted to make it more and to answer any of these nonsense questions that amongst us with negativity instead of building righteously and manifesting something good.
Can't hear you.
My point of view on that is that you not everybody knows that follow the course.
507.
All right. Times 12. Right? And then any other, any other bid that we have. Right now, we should have had a prefab house. From that prefab house, we could have had a bench going on in there that's going to bring money, which we mentioned by having something else there. It would bring money to us so that now we can build on our own. We don't need the money. Young people need to. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because there's a lot of questions. We go ahead. My point of view, I'm not saying there's nobody, because you know that they're giving out prefab. Hold on, man, hold on. They're giving out prefab houses right now, cheap, that we could have put in the back. And they suddenly happening right now, even in times when we're not used to it, we can have events that's going on for the children. It's enough space. I took the overhead of the area, and I also plan overhead. And then money can be coming in right now, even with the truck still. Money can be coming in. So I'll be the answer for that. That's all.
Picking up you, man.
The prefab process is to build a prefabricated building. It was initially going to be like a metal building. We see it as like the first phase of what the ultimate should be for the site. I don't believe what we're saying you need. So I'm just a question. Okay. I don't know if what we're saying is that our ultimate view of the site is to put up a metal building behind the school, and this is what we want to present to the city as our great vision for the site. But what we are going to do as part of this exercise is to see if we can do a first phase. A first phase that just do the multi-story, just do the multi-purpose space, multi-purpose space. But you know what the problem is? Development means is what you're building, can it support, can it pay for what you've built, can it pay for the construction cost? So we're going to vet that. We're going to vet that idea. We're going to have the architect and the developer, and we're going to vet that idea. But really what has to happen, I think what's going to happen is you're going to see that you're going to have to build more revenue generating components on the site in order to pay for it. But real testing, I would love to just build our school and nothing else. We still have to go to the city to get the right to build, but the city owns the town. The mayor's office already told us it has to meet the needs of the community. What are the needs of the community? We have dogs who go to the community board meeting. And you know what some of the needs of the community are. It's education, it's jobs, it's workforce. So we know what the needs of the community are, but that's the exercise we really go through. And with our Supreme Intelligence and the Earth Supreme Intelligence, we are going to come up with the right thing that represents the nation. Please to the gods and earth.
We made the quota to pay for the power in February. Thank everybody for their donation. We got January to pay for, February to pay for, so we're ahead of the game. Speak, God.
God Universal. Yellow Sea, back up part of the youth office. You're making this big, there's a lot of things going on. Tell you the truth, I'm not concerned with the building and all the back and forth. We're dealing with the kids. Since we've been in this school, we bring gifts and give away to the babies in the gym. So we want to make knowledge known to everybody to bring a gift for a kid, a toy, anything. Bring it straight to the gym, then you can go about, whatever you got to do, whatever purpose you came for. Because how I deal with my lessons is, I use my degrees to draw people in events in accordance with the calendar. So we're dealing with the scribe laws of the person that said ability. If you have that ability, then keep the promise. That's the 23rd degree. Peace. So, the promise we made, because we got the ability to build with the youth. And that's what we're doing. Next year's the idea. And we're going to bring that into fruition. Peace.
Peace. Lord Justice from Medina. Right along with what my brother was saying, not only are we doing something here, but since last year and continuing now, we've been doing something in the gym with the babies. So every Sunday, like a born king, he comes out here, he brings his baby, he has something to do for them in the gym. If y'all want to bring them, y'all in here, we'll take care of them, make sure there's activities being done. And also, if you need more information about us, come talk to us. We've been doing this for over 4 years now. We've been doing the trip to the Poconos over 4 years with babies from Black Medina, now Just, now Why. So we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're doing our duty. If y'all want to add on, if you don't want to be there physically, you want to donate. You got to donate to all these other things. Donate to actually with something that's going on with the babies. Y'all say y'all here for that, so then donate to that. You had a question, guy?
Yes, is this what y'all do every parliament? You're saying that
It's every parliament like we've been doing since last year. If you've been doing the knowledge to Allah God, you've been, hold on, if you've been doing the knowledge to it, we made knowledge born last year. We've been doing things in front of the school for the last 4 years. Like I said, y'all want to promote and all these other things instead of actually promoting things that's going on with the babies. We've been doing this. We tried operating out of the law school. That didn't work out. We can go into further detail if you want to know about that. But we've been doing it. All these things y'all say, hey, we need people to step up. We've been doing it. Y'all not paying attention to it. Y'all paying attention to the wrong things. For what? For what? Because y'all give me an answer for everything else, but except for that. Except for doing the right and exact thing, y'all got an answer for that. Y'all say y'all here for that? Y'all say y'all doing the knowledge of Allah God? What did Allah do? He taught them what? Babies. How many of y'all came here with them? Or how many of y'all even walked in the gymnasium yet? But when that food get out, y'all be the first to line up. So if y'all here to say y'all here to do y'all duty, if y'all gonna do that lesson what it says today as a civilized person, there's a bunch of kids in there right now. Ain't none of y'all talk to them. Did y'all? Okay. Thank you. One person answered. Please, y'all.
Okay, peace out. Move back on.
Peace, my name is Mahdi Allah from Medina. Okay, I'm gonna be really brief because my brother. Alright, Tanya, go ahead. Peace.
The question that I have is that I received a text message last night after 9 o'clock about the bigger toy. What stores are open that late to go out and get a toy?
It's okay, next one, Queen. You're going to get a text message tomorrow about it.
The knowledge should have been born in the baby at least 2 months before.
Peace, we hold facts, now look. Peace, my name is Mahdi Allah from Medina as well.
what was the question, please?
Hold facts, man. I do the knowledge, right? Today's Supreme Mathematics Knowledge of Allah God, right? Alright, peace. My name is Mahdi Allah from Medina as well, right? Now, I'm 1/5 of the youth office. As my brothers already said, I don't have to echo too much of what they said because all minds is one. Now, to answer the Queen's question, so we have a social media platform. We have our social media. We're on Instagram underneath the 5% Youth Office. All of our events are promoted on that page, and they're also promoted on another page that's also in line with the Youth Office called the 5% Nation page. That's ran by True Born by Allah, and also some of the guys is from here, True, or they call it H Medina, which is Houston, Texas, right? All of our events are promoted on these pages. If everybody is involved in social media, that's where you can see, or some of y'all have our personal mathematics, then we'll be able to send it to y'all. However, this is something that everybody could grasp that's in this auditorium right now. Every single parliament, we will be in that gym and we will have activities going on for the babies. I applaud everybody before you leave today, even before you line up to get the food like the guy said, take a trip to the gymnasium and see how it's looking. Peep the scene and see what the babies are doing in it. It should look like that every single parliament. Not just because this is divine equality see, and it's around Christmas time and people celebrating holidays, we got toys. It shouldn't just be like that. Every single parliament. And that responsibility is on all of our shoulders. We're not just putting it on y'all. We're just saying that we're going to be we're committing ourselves to being in the gymnasium every single parliament. And if anybody else wants to add on, you should be arriving here with a child. If it's not your biological child, stop somebody in the street, build somebody in the neighborhood, right? And bring them to the parliament, because we will have something from there. Whatever's supposed to transpire in here, that doesn't have nothing to do with it. We're gonna be in the gymnasium, and y'all can come and see it, stop and see us there, and also get in tune with us so that you'll know our future events, especially in the summertime. We have events that we're gonna be doing outside. We have a Poconos retreat that we do every single year. This is gonna be actually what, the 4th year, right? That we've done our Poconos retreat. We've taken young brothers and young sisters as well. However, we specifically want to focus on the young brothers because we don't have adequate help with the sisters. We don't want to, we don't want to mix and mingle with that right now. However, stop by, everybody in this auditorium, stop by the gymnasium and peek inside and see what's going on. It should look like that every single time. Peace. Peace and 5%.
Also, we're a 501c3, we got a bank account with car. One person paid for our Poconos trip last year. One person, because they saw what we was doing for the whole 3 years. Talking about, y'all know what that is. Equality Act, 3 ciphers, sent straight to us. We could do that amongst each other, but one person do it, I'm happy. So anytime y'all want to donate, you hit us up. That money is going straight to the youth. We bought a sprinter. We had a house with pool tables, hockey, hot tub. The kids was in the hot tubs and fireworks. The kids fed deers. We had a private path that came with the house to the lake. We had it in the lake. They had the kayaks. We had on kayak, had a speedboat, and the kids went on some donuts, and we having fun. And we're showing them how it is to be civilized. We're not forcing the teachers on them. They're going to get that from us, people around here. They're young and small, up to 18.
It doesn't say knowledge of self first. It says teach civilization, righteousness, then the knowledge of yourself, right? So we have different aspects of our code that we're also going to be showing in the gymnasium as well. This idea is not from us. This is actually one from the mind of from the land of peace and magnetic power bill, right? But we have a mathematics matchup. We have the principles that are written out from plastic balls. And we have crates that are numbered 1 all the way to 9. And the kids are going to be matching them up. So it's not just to have fun and just to come in every single problem, you get a toy, you get to walk away, and then you wait for the next one. No, we want to send them away with aspects of our culture, right? So that's what I say. Everybody, please stop by the gymnasium and check out what's going on over there.
Takes all the monetary donations. Peace to God's nerve.